Welcome to another edition of Inside Just Print. I am Aero Ferrendino and I will be your host for this edition. We are excited to bring you to another great show. We'll be right back with Mr. Tom Whitaker. Welcome back. Joining me in the JPI TV studio is Mr. Tom Whitaker. Welcome.
How you doing, Aero?
Good. Thanks for coming. Mr. Whitaker is a pillar in the Saugerties Sports community. Currently, he is the manager of the Saugerties Stallions baseball team. And back in the day, he was an amazing baseball player. What is new and exciting in your world?
Well, Aero, for one thing, I'm going to be the head coach of the Saugerties Stallions this summer. I'm very excited for this opportunity Mr. Hinchy has given me, and we're going to take it and run with it. We got a nice ball club coming in, and on the work side, I'm going to be retired in 4 weeks from UPS, so that's going to free up a lot of time for me to get prepared for the season, and off we go.
Will the season start before you retire?
No. Our season opens up June 1st. I'm retiring May 10th. So I have plenty of time to get ready.
How does it feel to be the manager of the Stallion?
Oh, it feels great. Last year I was an assistant coach, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And Mr. Hinchy asked me to be the head coach this year. I wholeheartedly accepted because baseball is something that's been with me my whole life, and I'm going to enjoy this.
Do you like doing this job?
Oh, yeah. It hasn't really started to sink in yet because we're still in the preparation phase. All of our kids that are coming this summer are still playing on their college teams. So they're not going to get here till toward the end of May, and we open up June 1st. So it's building up to it. We're ready to go.
Who helped you with the team?
Well, Mr. Hinchy, the owner, and there's a gentleman named Scott Wickham, who is the chairman of the video department at Saugerties High School. He is our vice president, general manager. Between the two of those guys, they went out and they recruited all the players that are coming this summer.
How many players do you have on your team?
Right now we have 32. We're allowed to carry up to 35, so we may have one or two more come in. We have 18 pitchers and 12 position players.
Will you fit them all on the field?
Well, yeah, we're going to use them all because we have a 50-game season that we play in 2 months. So we don't have many off days. We play 9-inning games. We don't play 7-inning games like high school. So this is like the big leagues here. And there's going to be moves that you make during the game. We're going to get guys in and out. We're going to use all our pitchers. We're going to use everybody.
Do you have fun doing your job?
Yeah, baseball has always been fun for me. It's the first game I ever learned how to play. I ended up playing both baseball and basketball in college, but baseball was always number one for me.
What kind of coaching experience do you have?
Well, I started a couple of years after I got out of college. I coached with a friend of mine, Larry Piniella, down at SUNY Ulster, and we were there for a couple of years. And then I went into Little League, and then when I started having my boys, I have 4 boys, coached all those boys through Little League and all through their basketball careers, and been going at it for 40 years now.
Are they still playing baseball?
Yeah, I have a boy that's 16. He's a sophomore in high school. He plays JV basketball, and now he started lacrosse for the first time. So he's playing that this spring. And I have a 12-year-old who plays Little League and Biddy League.
What is your number one priority for the Stallions?
Oh, the priority for the Stallions, number one, is to make sure that these guys come in and they do what they're supposed to do and they stay healthy so that we can send them back to their college programs in the condition that they came to us, which is healthy. And the number 2 priority is we got to win some games.
What do you want from the players?
I want them just to come and experience our town, experience everything we have to offer here. We give them gym memberships, we give them golf memberships, We have everything that they need. We have the host families that take care of them and feed them. But from the baseball side, they have to come ready to go. They have to come ready to do their work. They have to be in the same programs they run in their colleges. We know all about that. My pitching coach, Stephen Freer, is taking care of all the pitchers. And I'll be taking care of all the position players. And, we're going to make them work. That's what they're here for.
What can the fans expect from the Stallions?
The fans can expect a team that's going to really come out and be intense. We're going to come out and we're going to try to take control of games early. And we're going to have a team that plays hard, plays the game the right way, respects the game, respects the fans, and represents our town the right way.
How did you feel when you got in the SUNY New Paltz and the Saugerties Hall of Fame?
That's a great question. Where'd you get that from? Well, the SUNY New Paltz Hall of Fame came out of the blue. I was out of college for over 30 years, and I got a phone call from Stu Robinson, who's a friend of mine. He coaches down there. And he told me that I was being elected into the Hall of Fame. It was great. And I got my college coach, Pete Kramer, was able to go down and introduce me when I gave my speech at the banquet. And that was a great night. It was really intense. And coming 30 years after being out of college, it was kind of a surprise, but it was nice. On the other hand, the Saugerties Sports Hall of Fame, 2 years later in 2009, I was elected into that Hall of Fame. That one's kind of more special to me because it's here. And my father and my grandfather were instrumental in starting the Saugerties Sports Hall of Fame. We've been around 54 years now. And I was the first third-generation person elected into that Hall of Fame. So for me, that one's kind of more special because it's the Saugerties Sports Hall of Fame. But both of them taken together, it's pretty special to be in both of them.
Where did you play your baseball games in college?
I went to SUNY New Paltz, and we played our games on Lorne Campbell Field, which is still there. They still use it. Beautiful field. And we were in the SUNYAC Baseball League, the State University of New York Athletic Conference. A lot of good teams, a lot of competition that was really, really good for the level we were at. And we traveled a lot, and it was fun.
Did you win a lot of games?
Yeah, we made it to the conference final my junior year, and we lost to Cortland, who was always a very good team. But we had a game in the semifinals that year that was very intense, a 1-0 win over Oneonta, where I pitched 9 shutout innings, and my good friend Larry Piniella, who I coached with at Ulster afterwards, he laid down a bases-loaded bunt in the 9th inning to win the game, 1-0. That was one of the most hard-fought games I've ever been involved in.
Tell us about your professional baseball career.
Yeah, my professional career was kind of derailed my senior year in college because I broke my finger on my pitching hand. I got hit by a line drive, and I missed the rest of the season, so I didn't get drafted. So I ended up going to a bunch of camps, free agent camps, and I got invited by the Pirates to go to Florida the next spring to a camp they were running. And out of that camp, I was assigned into what they call extended spring. And that lasted for a little while, and then that was over, and I got released. But that's my professional career. Just being around major league players was pretty cool, and it was in a place called Pirate City where they train in Bradenton, Florida, and it was really nice to be just to go that far and be involved in it. I mean, how many guys actually get to go there? So that was kind of fun.
What are some of the teams you coached?
Well, I've coached SUNY Ulster. I've coached, helped out with the American Legion team here. I've done 25 years of coaching in Little League. I've done 20 years of coaching in Saugerties Biddy League and Junior League. Coached some AAU basketball, travel basketball, all kinds of things over the past 40 years, and still doing it today.
What can Brown do for you?
What can Brown do for you? Yes. I'm a 30-year UPS driver. I'm about to retire in the next 4 weeks, so I'm going to have a lot of time to actually enjoy coaching now, where I don't have to get up and go to work before I go to a game. And you put in 30 years as a UPS driver, it's a lot of work, very rewarding job, huge company, but the fruits of the labor are pension benefits, pretty much taken care of for the rest of your life. So it was worth it, the putting in the 30 years.
Tell me about your day jobs at UPS.
Yeah, driving, delivering packages, picking up packages, doing the same thing that 65,000 other guys in the United States do, and women. And it's a hard job. It's a very physical job. And, I'm 62 now, so it's time to go.
What is your favorite memory growing up in Saugerties?
Well, I always loved Saugerties, and I grew up on what's called the South Side, on the other side of the bridge down by the water. And we had our own little community down there. We had a bunch of big families. We had our own baseball field. We had our own basketball court. We played football. We played everything that you could imagine, kick the can, hide and seek, steal the flag, all these games that the kids play today. And we had a blast at it down there. Growing up in the 60s on the south side of Saugerties, I couldn't ask for anything else. And we had a great time growing up.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Aero. It's been great.
This has been Aero Ferrendino reporting for Inside Just Print It on JPI TV. Thank you for watching. Remember to Google us, watch us, like us, and share us.